Good afternoon. In January 2014, Diego Neria Lejarraga, a transgender man, had a private audience with the Pope. Diego was born as a girl in Spain and was raised as a devout Catholic. After a sex change operation 8 years ago, many people scorned him in church, including his own parish priest. After these insensitive remarks, he started staying away from Mass. However, throughout this time, he never lost faith. He was, however, stung by the rejection from his family of faith. And so as a response, he wrote to Pope Francis last year, sharing his story. Remarkably, the Holy Father called Diego himself, which eventually led to a private audience, unprecedented in the life of the Church. Diego shared his story with Pope Francis. I believe that meeting opened a door to a deeper appreciation of the complexities that transgender persons face, and that meeting resulted in a shift of the Church's pastoral approach and the treatment of LGBTQ persons. Last April, the document Amoris Laetitia, Latin for the joy of love, was released. In that document, the Pope wrote, "A pastor cannot feel that it is enough simply to apply moral laws as if they were stones thrown at people's lives." He also said, "By thinking that everything is black and white, we sometimes close off the way of grace and growth." We've heard testimonies of people that have had grace and growth in their lives. We've heard a testimony of a mother, grandfather, and people themselves who speak about a way that is not black and white or binary, but a multiple way, a richer way of understanding the human condition. Now we know, and I know that as a church, we have a history of tension, antagonism towards the LGBT community. But I want to assure you all that there is a shift. In particular, there's a shift here in the Diocese of San Jose and throughout California. Diego and countless others have helped us understand that within our own families, many of our sisters, brothers, and children are transgender. Even some parents undergo that journey. So we can no longer think of transgender people as them or they. As a church, as a faith community, we are coming to see ourselves as a community that includes all people of all journeys and of all experiences. That shift in our approach to public law and civil behavior is that we must oppose, and this is quoting the Pope, every sign of unjust discrimination that should be carefully avoided, particularly any form of aggression and violence. So therefore, from a moral perspective, we call for empathy and comfort when we relate to our children and sisters and brothers who are transgender. We cannot use faith as a pretext for the imposition of rigid codes of conduct and create rules, laws, and policies that target transgender persons. Discrimination is discrimination. Faith, that is true faith, does not act as a pretext for prejudice, ignorance, and bigotry. True faith is taking the time to listen to someone's story and in the end, embrace our transgender sister and hold our transgender brother as a daughter and son of God. True faith leads us to ensure that all our sisters and brothers are to be loved and respected. Thank you.